Welcome to the NJRaiderNation show. Today we'll be talking about some gambling. Quick disclaimer, I am in no way a gambling advisor. I'm not telling you to do this, not telling you should do this, nothing like that. I'm just going to talk generally about information that's online right now. Anyone can see it. I'm just making a video highlighting it. It's a new season. The schedule just came out yesterday, and they already got the odds out for the Super Bowl champs and the whole first week. So we're going to talk about all that. Any bet related to the Raiders that's already out there, I'm going to hit on it quick. Just talk about it, show it on the screen, what the odds are looking like, that kind of thing. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the schedule came out yesterday, and the Raiders got to see who they're playing week 1. September 13th versus the Baltimore Ravens in Vegas to open up Allegiant Stadium to the fans on Monday Night Football. That's a huge deal, but it's a very tough team for the Raiders to play, especially week 1. We got a very young defense, and with Lamar Jackson, we've seen what he's done to really good defenses. So there's no doubt that's going to be a tough game, but you're out of your mind if you think I'm not taking the Raiders with this one. I mean, the odds are definitely going to be, they're in the Ravens' favor, which is good for me, as I like the underdog naturally, and I'll take the Raiders as the underdog any day. More opportunity to make some more money. Plus 180, you put up 100 and you walk away with 280. I like that. The point spread, 4.5 points. I would take that too with the Raiders. I think this game is going to be a very close game. I think it's going to come down to three or 4 points. So, I think your safest bet is going with the Raiders 4.5. And the point spread, or the over-under, is 51.5 points. 52 points, that's 13 points each quarter. I think this is going to be a game of which defense can stop the offense once or twice to win it. So I'm looking at the over for that too, because I might even throw them up in a parlay. And actually, should be on the screen right now, taking the Raiders money line and the over on that, $10 gives you 52. You got plus 420 odds. That's not a bad bet either, because it's going to be a high scoring game. And again, I'm not taking the Raiders. So I like this week 1 matchup for everything, including the betting odds as a Raider fan. All right, moving on. We got the Super Bowl champion. If you can predict this before the season starts, you're making some real money. You got the Raiders at plus 7,000. So you put up 10, you get 710. You put up 100, you get 7,100. This is one of those bets where you just got to place it on whatever team you support. You support them all off season, all season long. Every weekend you're watching them, hoping they get to the playoffs, hoping they win the Super Bowl. You just got to put the money on the team you like, because at the end of the day, who knows who's going to win the Super Bowl? Anything can happen. And if it's the team you like, you're going to be a very happy fan, and you're also going to have some extra cash in your pocket. So I like the Raiders at crazy odds like this, because hey, $10, 710, why not, honestly? And then so moving on, we got the AFC Championship. This is, think about it, just like halfway to the Super Bowl. So the odds are just split in half basically. They got the Raiders at plus 3,300. But in my opinion, if you're going to put a bet on this, if you're going to put $100, you might as well just go for the Holy Grail, the Super Bowl, because why stop short at the AFC Championship? But that's just my opinion. So $100 on that would give you 3,400. Also, crazy odds, and it's very hard to do, but some good money to be made there. But then moving on, this is where it gets interesting. They got the AFC West champion, the division winner, Kansas City Chiefs, at the clear favorite, minus 305. Then they got the Broncos at plus 500. Then the Chargers at plus 600. And then the Raiders at plus 1,600. I was pretty shocked when I saw this. We're clearly the least favorite to win the division in terms of betting. But I don't think that's right at all. We killed the division last year. Swept the Broncos, beat the Chiefs, almost swept the Chiefs. I don't see why we wouldn't do that again this year. At least play well against division. The division games matter a hell of a lot, and I think our team's getting better and better. I don't see why. I just see us getting closer to that AFC West championship. So I'm pretty surprised at the odds. I'm pretty shocked at how high they got the Broncos and Chargers compared to us. So that's a bet I like a lot, because $10 on that would give you 170. I personally like that bet a lot. Do I think it's going to happen? No, of course not. But in terms of value for what you're putting up, I think that's a solid bet to look into. Then going to win totals. This is also interesting. They have us at 7. Now, all these odds are subject to change, especially this one, because it's going to turn into 7.5 or 6.5. That way, if we do get 7 wins, there's no push and none of that crap. So it'll change. And if it goes down to 6.5, even better for me. But even 7.5, if they think that's where the Raiders stand, I think that's completely wrong. I already looked at the schedule. I have my projection. I could put that on the screen right now. I think we're going to be 10-7 at the end of this season. I think we should, at least. I really think that over 7, even 7, over 7.5, let's say, I think that's a comfortable bet in my opinion. I like that because I think we should be over that by a couple games. So I think that's a very low win total that Vegas has given us. But hey, if you put up 100 on that, you're getting 187 back. So I like that. And then so then moving on to make the playoffs, they got the Raiders to make the playoffs at plus 340. Another one I think is shockingly high. I don't know why they're not giving us more reasonable chance of making the playoffs when we were close last year. I mean, very close. This isn't winning the division. This is just making the playoffs, whether that's by wild card or winning the division outright. I think we have a very high chance of doing that. So plus 340, you put up 100 on that, you're getting 440. I like that one a lot as well. That was all the team futures bets that they got out already. But now moving on to awards, we got MVP. Derek Carr sitting at plus 7,000. I like that. It's high, and I think he can win MVP if the Raiders get their thing going on defense all around. It's primarily going to be because of Derek Carr. Obviously, the defense is defense. Carr has nothing to do with defense, but they need to get their thing going to win and move on to the playoffs and so on. And if that happens, one of the main reasons is going to be Derek Carr. I mean, he is the leader of the ship, and if we get our thing going, people are going to recognize Carr, and Carr will be in talks for the MVP. 2016, he was MVP candidate, went to the Pro Bowl. I think Carr is a stellar athlete, stellar football player, and he gets a lot of hate, but he also gets a lot of love. But, Raider fans either hate him or love him. But I personally do love him because I really do recognize the greatness that he does and has done. I think if he was on another team with a more rounded offense and defense, I think he'd be going to the playoffs without a doubt. I think he's been with the Raiders. He's had a lot of situations with people leaving, different coaches. Look, if we start doing well, he'll be in talks for MVP. There's no doubt about it. We need to get the Raiders and him into the playoffs, and he'll get the recognition he deserves. So he's had great seasons up until this point. He has a ton of yards, ton of touchdowns. I mean, the kid's great. So at plus 7,000, you put up 10, you get 710. You put up 100, you get 7,100. $10 for $710 if Derek Carr is MVP. I like that bet a lot. Now, Defensive Player of the Year, the Raiders that were on the top of this list were Clelin Ferrell at plus 10,000, Yannick Ngakoue at plus 5,000, and Max Crosby at plus 10,000. I would love one of those guys to win this. It's going to be tough. There's a lot of defensive talent, but $10 on each gives you a chance to win either $10,000 or I'm sorry, $1,000 on either Clelin Ferrell, Crosby, or 500 on Yannick Ngakoue. And the end of the day, $10, $10. If something happens, I mean, Max Crosby had 10 sacks in his rookie season. So we know we know what he can do, and I think that'd be crazy if he can do that. And in my opinion, I like the odds are high like that. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Now moving on to Coach of the Year, John Gruden. I did this one last year. He's sitting at plus 5,000. $10 on that gives you 510. Hey, I mean, if we go to the Super Bowl, he might get recognized as turning this Raider franchise around. So he's been having a winning record since he came in. It's been going uphill. Now we just need to get to that top, get to that summit, and who knows? Maybe he would get that. Even if we had a big playoff run, I think he'd be considered for Coach of the Year. But again, $10 for 510. I like that. I like those odds. And then a quick bonus I just wanted to throw in because DraftKings has this out. Tim Tebow specials. So if Tebow's total receiving yards for the regular season is 12.5. So if he gets 13 yards in the regular season, you win your bet. And it's funny because over 12.5 yards for the whole regular season is plus 135. So I just thought that was funny. And then Tim Tebow's total receiving touchdowns over a half. So he just needs one touchdown in the whole season. And those odds are plus 350. So I'll definitely be looking at those a little more. Just a little bonus. Wanted to throw those out there. We'll see what happens with him. And if you're new to sports betting and you want to get involved, DraftKings has a referral program. I'll have my link in the description. But if you click my link and use my link to sign up, it'll bring you to a sign up page and you sign up. They'll match your first deposit with a free bet for you and I. So if you put $25 in as your first deposit, you'll get a $25 free bet up to $100. So if you put 50 in, you get a $50 free bet. If you put 100 in, you get a $100 free bet. But you got to use the link and then go from there, sign up, and then put your first deposit in, and then you should get your free bet. So you can follow me on Twitter at NJRaiderNation 0. Let me know if you use my link, all that. Other than that, this is the first look at the 2021-22 NFL season Raider bets. I'll be making more videos on bets to come, when we get closer to the season, during the season. So hope you enjoyed the video, and until the next NJ Raider Nation video.